monthly reset where I go over my goals, habits, I reflect on the previous month, I share some of my favorites and life updates. My name is Denais. I am a therapist based in Dallas, and I make videos on all things mental health, lifestyle, entrepreneurship, honestly just helping you make mental health a priority. And I'm currently doing the 12-week year. I started on January 1st, and so this 12-week year will end on March 26th. And so if you want to watch that video where I explain what all my goals are, how I've set up, then make sure that you click play on the playlist, and then that way you can watch all the videos and catch up. Let's get started in goal number 1 and how I'm doing with that goal. Goal number 1 on my 12-week year, it was I increased my average view duration in 12 weeks. And these bullet points down here are the tactics. So tactics are the things that you have to do every single week in order to achieve your goals. You make those up. They don't have to be every single week, but these are the things that help you towards your progress of making sure that you get this goal accomplished. And so mine was prioritizing uploading 3 to 4 requested videos a month. Let's go check how many videos I ended up uploading for the month of February. I am going to count this one as well because this is going up on February. I ended up posting a total of 4, including this one. So I posted how to overcome perfectionism and tips per perfectionist, a work week in my life, and how to hold yourself accountable. So make sure you check those videos out if you like those kinds of videos. But yeah, and including this one, I did 3 to 4 videos. So we did that. So we're doing good progress on that end.
Sorry for the audio change, but this is going to be so much easier for me to kind of share with you everything. So like I said, I did prioritize uploading 3 to 4 requested videos this month, and then I did apply the techniques from April's video, and then today I have to check in on my stats. I have my stats right here. Last January, my average view duration percentage ended up going down, but my subscribers increased and my lifetime views increased. So let's go ahead, figure out how my view duration was in the last 28 days. Average percentage viewed. So I actually went down for the last 20. Oh, no. Oops. I meant to do this did I do this the last 90 days? I honestly don't know if I did this the last 90 days. I'm just going to do the last 28 days. It went down, but subscribers, I believe that we're at 4,111 subscribers. That is so cool. 4,111 subscribers. So we grew about, I want to say, like 300 more subscribers in the last month. So that is awesome. Now let me check lifetime views. So lifetime views, let's look compared to this. So we did get an additional like almost 20,000 views in the last month. So that is incredible. So maybe our average view duration isn't, like our average view percentage isn't increasing, it's kind of decreasing. Again, I don't know how that all works. Overall, I feel pretty good of how February went, and I'm excited to see the last month in March, the next 4 weeks, how I do. I feel like I'm continuously learning. I feel like this is a great way for me to continue to track my progress with YouTube, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how everything goes.
The next goal that I'm focusing on in these 12 weeks is I buy no clothes by completing the Project 333 challenge. And basically you only pick 33 items and you wear them for 3 months, but for me it's going to be 12 weeks. And so what I've been doing is every week I have created outfit. I kind of created everything on Canva. I'll show you a picture right here. And I added all of my clothes separate in a separate rack, separate from my closet. And I've also been, I have a clothing budget, so it's like $80 a month where I could spend money on clothes. But because of this challenge, I didn't want to buy any clothes, and I wanted to have a reward at the end of this challenge. And so I'm putting $80 a month to savings instead of spending on my clothing budget. And I've actually decided that because I've been, and I'll talk about this next goal because it's relevant, I've been walking a lot. I want to purchase some really nice walking shoes. And I don't think that would happen if I would have had to wait to purchase it because it would have been over $80 if I wanted the shoes that I wanted. So I'm excited because I get to get those walking shoes. I don't have walking shoes. I still use my Nikes, and those are for training. They're not really good for support with walking. So I'm excited to purchase that as a kind of reward for myself. But I've been doing really well. I wish I would have done more clips on like all of my outfits and stuff. I think that I've been doing a terrible job at just like doing that, like seeing what my outfits are. But I have been keeping track of every week all of the outfit ideas that I have and that I've been doing. I feel pretty good. I feel that like it is possible just to have a smaller wardrobe and be able to make so many different outfits and honestly feel better about the outfits. You also learn so much about like what you like. I personally realize I do like comfort. I don't like to feel uncomfortable, like tight clothing or any clothing that just isn't really practical for what I do. Like I go to the office, I'm at home, so I want it to be very easy to transition from going to the office to also being at home and relaxing. And so I realized that a lot of that, I know what I'm gonna keep, what I know probably don't really gravitate towards. And one of the things I also am worried about for the month of March is that it's getting hot in Texas, like hotter than it usually gets around this time. Usually around this time we're still in like the 60s, 40s. And lately it's gonna be one of those like months where it's gonna be like cold in the morning but super hot in the afternoon. So I think I am going to have to take some of the clothes that are more winter based that I had picked for this capsule wardrobe for these like 33 items and switch them off to something like lighter layers, because it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And one of the things about this, because it's a book called Project 333, one of the things that the book says, the author says, is like you don't have to do this in suffering. Like if something doesn't fit, replace it. If something doesn't work, like replace it. So I'm just going to replace it. It sucks because I really wanted to tell myself like, oh, I only had these 33 items, I didn't change them, but it's just not going to be realistic with Texas weather. So that is where I'm at with that. But I have saved about so $160 so far, and that's enough to purchase the walking shoes that I want. But I'm glad that I have a whole another month to save another $80. So this is really cool, really cool. Anyway, so the next goal that I have too is to create a daily hair care and skincare ritual, and that has been going really well. I think it's been very easy. I've kept all of my skincare right in front where I get ready or when I take my makeup off at night, and that has been super easy. Same thing with like my hair care, and my hair care is pretty simple. It's just like brushing my hair by the end of the night, like washing my hair every so often during like a day after my workouts, like things like that. Like just maybe washing my hair like 3 to 4 times a week instead of like every day, which has dried my hair a lot if I do it every day. And then also wear this like silk bonnet when I sleep. That's what I've been doing as well for part of my hair care ritual, and it's been so helpful. I've tried silk pillows in the past and I just didn't like it, and that bonnet just like stays in place. Sometimes it'll like move around at night, but for the most part it stays in place and it's a lot more comfortable. I just don't like the feel of silk on, I don't know, it just didn't feel right like having the pillow. So I opted for just like a silk bonnet, and that has been really helpful. I feel like my hair has felt a lot less like frizzy, and I really like that I've seen that progress. So that's how I'm doing with that. And then the next goal is that I increase my average steps to 6K. And one of the things that I've been doing or trying to do is do 30-minute walks in the morning or on my walking pad. I love my walking pad, and I'll link it down below if you want to check it out. But I've done that, and then I've also done just like random 15-minute to 20-minute walks in the afternoon, especially if I haven't reached my steps by the end, like by 4 o'clock, I'm doing like an afternoon walk, and that has been so helpful. But if I don't do my 30-minute walks, like I hated that in the afternoons I'll have to do that walk. Not have to, but it's like, okay, I'm trying to negotiate with myself. Like if I give myself grace and I don't do my 30-minute walk in the morning, then I have to, instead of saying like fuck it, I'm not gonna do anything at all. I'm more of a person, like I'm still gonna show up, it's just gonna be very different. Maybe it's just gonna be a shorter walk in the afternoon to get those 6K steps in. So I've been taking just more opportunities to walk, taking Wilson out for walks, doing cleaning sometimes just so I could get some walks. So it's been, honestly, just the goal itself has been make me more productive in general, to move around. It honestly has decreased the amount of time I spent watching like YouTube or Netflix or things like that, because I don't want to just be sitting down. Let me show you kind of how I did. In January, I did an average of 5,695 steps for the whole month. I got sick. It was just like not the best month to begin the challenge. But then this month, I've averaged 6,427 steps, and I've only broken my streak, or like my 6,000 walks every day, my 6,000 steps every day. 2 days were on my period, and 1 day was, this weekend we just celebrated our 5-year anniversary, so we were enjoying ourselves. Like I wasn't really worried about going on walks and stuff, and I was just relaxing. So that was how I did for my 12-week year update.
I thought, why not share my habit tracker like I did in January? But this was February's habit tracker, and I don't know if y'all can see this. Maybe if I do this a little, okay, that's probably better. But for the month of February, like those 6,000 steps, besides those my period day, and then on the 24th, and we're celebrating our anniversary, it was great. And we still have a couple of days left, like 3 days left. I know I'm gonna accomplish it this week. It's so much easier to do this on the weekday as opposed to the weekend. That's a lot harder. I just get less motivated in the weekend. 64 ounces of water. I think the only day was on the 24th that I didn't get enough water. Like I did feel like I didn't get my 64 ounces of water. Journaling, for the most part, one day or two that I forget. Skincare, hair care has been super pretty consistent. Nothing major. Maybe skip a day or two. And then strength training. I haven't been really doing strength training as much this month. Like that 1 week, there was 1 week where I just decided to just do walks because I was just feeling really tired. And I think it's because my coach progressed my strength training workout, and so my body wasn't used to like increasing that weight and things like that. So it was like getting really tired really easily, and I'm probably wasn't eating as much protein as I should. So I can see that I was really tired, so I was less up for those kinds of workouts. But for the most part, I genuinely just like to do 3 to 4 strength trainings a week. And then 30-minute walks. Again, I feel like I've done them a little bit here and there. First week was really great. Second week, maybe half, and then week 3 that was a little tough, and then week 4 again has been a little tough. But I have gotten my 6,000 steps, even if I haven't done those 30-minute walks, because in the afternoon on some days you can see if I didn't do a morning walk, I've done an afternoon. And then read fiction. I've been reading fiction every single day. Been loving that habit. I'm so glad that I am doing that habit. Now, the only thing that I'm going to change for the month of March, I'm going to do this, which is like a quick kitchen cleanup. That's something that I want to add for night. And then I also want to add either stretching or my night journal. For my evening routine, I'm already really great at putting my phone in my office by 9 p.m. and then reading. Like those 2 things I've already done. I'll put a little thing of like my evening routine here, but I already do that very well. And so I just wanted to add just like a kitchen cleanup, maybe some stretching, because I've noticed that again, that my body just had been more tired, and I think maybe stretching will help. And then my night journal, I've been wanting to try this journal that was gifted to me. It's called The Whole Self. And I don't know much about it. I just know it has prompts. And so I want to do this at night just to reflect a little bit more. And so I'll share with you once I actually have my own, like my real thoughts about the journal, how if I like it, if I want to share it with you guys. But so far I'm going to try it for the month of March and see how that goes. Cause I already use a morning journal. So I'm going to actually change this to morning journaling, cause this is my morning gratitude journal. So we're going to do yeah, so that's the only thing that changes on my habit.
Now I'm gonna do my monthly reflection, and I'll share with you just my thoughts about this month. I'm going to share some of my reflection questions. I will always put them right here for you to take a screenshot of them, but I'm not going to share all of them. How did I feel overall? I felt really accomplished this month with my walks and seeing major progress on my YouTube channel. Did I make rest a priority? I felt like I had pockets of rest, but definitely going into March, I'm going to prioritize self-care, especially with my evening routine, because I didn't feel like I got the best sleep this month. I felt like I had a lot of tension, I felt like I was doing this a lot and like hunching a lot, and so that just felt very painful, and I think that's what really made me not do a lot of my strength workouts, not have a lot of energies, because I wasn't getting enough sleep, or like really good sleep. And then wins I'm celebrating this month. So this month, for the month of February, I was able to get my first podcast sponsor. I was so excited because I've been really picky about who I pick as a sponsor for the podcast. I've done my podcast since 2019. I think we have about over 100 episodes now. And I finally decided, okay, this is the right aligned brand. I'm so glad that they reached out, and I'm really grateful to work with them. So I'm going to post the podcast episodes down below. What I've been doing is some of my solo videos, my talk videos, I have put them also on the podcast to help me just manage my time better, so I could also focus on both audio and video. I know some people just like audio, especially if they live busy lives and they want to like listen to the episode or the video content without having to watch the video. So I am putting it down below, and I would be so grateful if you click on it and just like listen to it, because I'm so excited. I want to continue working with the sponsor, but of course continuing to work with a sponsor means that you have to continually get more listens and things like that. So that would be so great if you guys could support me like that. Another thing that I'm celebrating is hitting 4K on YouTube. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of reaching this milestone, and I'm really grateful for you guys for listening, watching, commenting. So I'm really excited about where the future of this channel goes. And then another win that I'm celebrating is I celebrated 5 years of like my wedding anniversary, and that was so great. I'm really grateful for just the marriage that I have and the partnership that I have with my husband. We've done a lot of work to have the marriage that we have now, and I'm just honestly so blessed and so grateful. So it was great to be able to celebrate it, and just like this next 5 years, I don't know what will happen, but I'm like super excited to have him as my partner. Another one that I'm celebrating is making my own book club a reality. I actually found out someone that was watching the YouTube channel, shout out Dominique if you're watching, actually ended up coming to the book club meeting. So I was really grateful to be able to meet someone who has watched my YouTube videos as well, because I don't think you get to, you get to comment on people, comment with people back and forth, but you don't get to actually meet people in real life. So it's kind of really nice when you get to meet someone in real life and they get to meet you, because there's only so much you can share as far as like your personality in a video, and so I'm so grateful to have met her and her support, like her being supportive of the channel. And then staying consistent with the walking 6 steps. I'm going to repeat that because I honestly was super proud of myself this month. There was days where I just didn't want to do it, and my husband would be like, do you need me just to sit down and have a conversation with you while you walk on walking pad? And I'm like, yes, I just want you to, yes, we need to get this 6K steps. It's a commitment to myself. So really proud of that. And then just feeling again immense gratitude for my life, meeting new friends. I felt like this month I was really focused on making new friendships and not being afraid to follow up with someone after meeting up and seeing if they want to hang out again, things like that. So I've been doing that. I did have a very sad situation happen in February with a potential friend, but I think that that's just part of putting yourself out there, putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. And so I'm really glad happy in how I handled that situation, but it did make me feel some sort of type of way. But I'm honestly glad. I think there's sometimes there are going to be people who are meant to be in your life, and there's going to be some people that are just not worth your time. So really excited to just continue developing these other friendships, or these people who are also interested in like common interests, like people from the book club. Next month, what I want to change is my evening routine. And a relationship that I'm grateful for is my husband. I added this extra section for my monthly resets where I talk to you about things that I'm looking forward to. And so what I'm looking forward to for the month of March is spending time with my family. My sister is staying over with me during the spring break. So I did see her in February for her birthday, but I am going to be able to see her in March, which I'm really grateful to, because I feel like whenever I ended up moving here to Dallas, I didn't really get to spend much time with her as much as like I would want, because we lived like so far. So now it's nice that she gets to spend the spring break with me because she's close by. So I'm excited for that. And then I'm looking forward to recording with a new podcast guest. It's been a while since I recorded with a podcast guest. And so I'm like excited to, and this is actually a friend, a therapist friend. And so I'm excited to kind of have her share her expertise. And it's actually a video that you guys requested, so I'm excited for that. And then trying the journal, the new journal that I mentioned for my evening routine, the Whole Self journal. I'm really excited and looking forward to it. And then I want to do either hot yoga classes or a reformer class. That's one of the things that I want to try for the month of March. And then my monthly favorites. These are things, I don't have a lot of monthly favorites, so I might repeat some, but these are some things that I enjoyed like using, trying, all the above. So the first one is actually a movie on Hulu, and it's called The Quiz Lady, and it has Sandra Oh in it and Awkwafina. I love both of them. They're so freaking funny together, and I really enjoy it. It was like, it's been a while since I watched a really good comedy, and so that was a really good movie. I recommend for you to watch it on your day off or for self-care. It's a really nice movie. Me and my husband were just laughing, and it was a really nice movie. I really want to rewatch it again. And then another monthly favorite is my quarterly planner from Hustle Sanely. I've showed this so many times. I love this planner. It's so good. I love that it's quarterly. I will be doing a video on like plan my week with me, things like that, so you guys can see how I use my planner plus how I use ClickUp, which is my project management tool. So I'm going to share a video soon with that. And then I'm still loving my Summer Mind Inc. gratitude journal. I actually ended up working with them on a video on their Instagram, which was so fun. In January I did that, and they gifted me this, and so I was able to try it, and I ended up just like loving it. I'm almost done with it, and it's a 3-month journal, so it's really nice. Yeah, because when people send me something, I really want to just try it and really see like, is this good? I had already tried their anti-anxiety affirmation pages one, and I love that one, so I wanted to try the gratitude one, and it's really good. So that is all of my favorites. Like I said, I don't really have a lot, and some were repeated. Now I wanted to quickly share just the books that I'm reading. I've been reading every day. As like you see on my habit tracker, I've been reading every day. So it has been so fun to just try, like, read different books, trying to get out of my comfort zone. But the book that I told you guys last time I was currently reading was Magnolia Parks, the first one, I believe, in like the Magnolia Parks universe or whatever. I gave it a 1 star, and I think that there are going to be some people that would be like, absolutely not, this is a 5-star, 4-star book. I think it's because as a therapist, I see a lot of these toxic relationships, and I don't like when my clients are in these toxic relationships. And so to read about a toxic relationship and just like the characters having no growth at all, like just being the worst kinds of people to one another, I did not enjoy that. And I guess there is beauty in the story, that I know that a lot of people struggle with toxic relationships, but I just did not enjoy it at all. I already knew the twist. And I really do not think that the twist was a major like thing. I think it was just the back and forth of both of the main characters, like BJ and Magnolia. I think I wouldn't recommend it. I know I haven't really shared what the book is about, but that toxic relationships, that's what it's about. Toxic relationships. I give it a 1. Maybe that was harsh, but I don't really those kinds of books. So the other book that I read was for book club, and it's called All the dangerous things, all the dangerous things, and I gave that a 3.75. I really liked it. There was a lot of twists that I didn't see coming. It is kind of slow at the beginning. It builds a lot of, it's kind of one of those slow pace, building up the tension. So basically, this woman's child gets taken in the middle of the night, and fast forward a year later, her and her husband are completely separated, and she is still like adamant wanting to find her son. And so she goes through all of these things, reminiscing about the past. She's struggling with her mental health. I won't spoil it so much, but anyway, it was a lot of tension. It's a 3.75 in my 3.75 stars. Everybody in the book club really liked it. We had a lot of like 3.5s, 4 stars in this book, so it was really good. And then I read The Girl Who Was Taken, and that one I gave it a 3.5. I don't know, I just really enjoyed the tension of this book and just how the author really told the story. This is also a thriller of a missing person. So yeah, I don't know why I read a lot of missing person thrillers this month, but it was really good. So it's basically fiction mystery thriller. Really enjoyed it. I feel like they could make a movie adaptation of this, and I would really enjoy watching this movie if it became a movie. Then I read You Said I Was Your Favorite, and it is part of Monica Murphy's Lancaster Prep series, and it is smut. It is a smutty book. It is a spicy book. I really enjoyed her books. I like it. I gave it a 4 stars. And then I also read her New Year's Day, which is a novella, and I gave it a 2. It was just like, it was nice to kind of see all of the characters of all the other books be mentioned in this or be part of the book, but there wasn't no substance to it. It was just kind of like a really quick little story, little side story of New Year's Day and them all celebrating together. So I gave it a 2 stars. I did read Romancing Mr. Bridgerton because the new Bridgerton season is coming in May. Penelope and Colin's story, and I believe I gave it a 3. Yeah, I gave it a 3 because I really liked it, and I think because I watched the series first, I didn't go in order with the books, and I know that they changed a lot of things from the book and the series. So, but I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the carriage scene. If you know, you know, and so I'm excited to see how Shonda Rhimes puts all of this season together, because I think it's going to be a good one for Penelope. And then I'm currently reading The Serpent and the Wings of Night, which is a fantasy. And I just literally just started the first chapter. I think it's like vampires versus humans. There's like a contest or a tournament of some sort. There's romance, it's fantasy. I haven't really read it. I try not to read I sometimes don't read the summaries. I just like see that someone recommended. Another thing that I added as far as this section here is shouting out a creator that I've been loving their content, and the creator that I'm loving their content, her name is Nari Kiana, I think that's how you pronounce her name, of like fitness, lifestyle content, and I really enjoy just watching her go about her day. It motivates me on the days where I'm just feeling unmotivated. I will put her vlog up and I will get motivated to do my morning routine, to go to work, go to Pilates class, and I've been really loving her videos. I binged her videos a whole day one day on Sunday, and it was so nice. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I feel like it's like us catching up as friends, and I'm really excited for these next videos that are coming up. And if I mention anything, I'm going to try my best to put it in the description. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you guys have a wonderful March, and that you reset yourself. I will see you in my next video.